Zeno of Citium was a wealthy merchant. He sailed the seas, trading goods and amassing a fortune. His life was one of comfort and prosperity. Then disaster struck. Zeno's ship, laden with precious cargo, sank beneath the waves. He was shipwrecked, losing everything. This event, though tragic, would set him on a new path. It was a turning point that would lead to the birth of Stoicism. Intrigued by Socrates' teachings, Zeno sought out Crates, a prominent Cynic philosopher. The Cynics lived a life of radical simplicity and rejection of material possessions. They believed in aligning oneself with nature and living virtuously. Zeno spent time with Crates, learning about self-sufficiency and detachment from worldly pleasures. While cynicism resonated with Zeno, he felt it lacked something. Its harshness and rejection of social norms didn't fully align with his vision. Zeno craved a philosophy that could guide individuals towards a life of virtue and happiness within society, not apart from it. He envisioned a philosophy that embraced reason, logic, and self-control as tools for navigating life's challenges. This marked the beginning of Zeno's journey to develop his own philosophy, one that combined the best of cynicism with other schools of thought. Zeno began teaching in a public market in Athens called the Stoa Poikila, or painted porch. The Stoa, adorned with murals and bustling with activity, became Zeno's classroom. It was an unconventional setting for a philosophy school. Yet it reflected Zeno's belief that philosophy should be accessible to all, not confined to ivory towers. People from all walks of life gathered around Zeno, drawn to his wisdom and practical approach to life. Zeno's teachings emphasized virtue as the sole good and vice as the sole evil. He believed that external events like his shipwreck were ultimately indifferent. What mattered was our response to them, our thoughts, our actions, our character. This radical idea resonated deeply with his listeners. It offered them a sense of control in a world that often felt chaotic and unpredictable. At the heart of Stoicism lie four cardinal virtues: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. These virtues, Zeno taught, were interconnected and formed the foundation of a virtuous life. Wisdom meant living in accordance with nature and reason, seeking knowledge and understanding. Justice called for treating others fairly and upholding what is right. Courage involved facing our fears and adversity with fortitude. Temperance encouraged self-control and moderation in all things. These virtues, Zeno believed, were not merely abstract concepts, they were practical tools for daily living. They provided a framework for making decisions, navigating relationships, and responding to challenges. By cultivating these virtues, individuals could live in harmony with themselves and the world around them. Section 5. The dichotomy of control. One of the most powerful concepts within Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. Zeno recognized that life is full of events that are outside of our direct control: the weather, the actions of others, our health. However, he also emphasized that we have complete control over our own thoughts, emotions, and reactions to these external events. It is within this internal realm, Zeno argued, that true freedom lies. Stoicism teaches us to focus our energy on what we can control. We should strive to live virtuously, to make wise choices, and to cultivate a calm and resilient mind. By accepting what we cannot control and focusing on what we can, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering and find tranquility amidst life's storms. Section 6. Open to all. Unlike some philosophical schools of the time, Stoicism was remarkably inclusive. Zeno's teachings were open to everyone, regardless of social standing, gender, or background. Women, often relegated to the margins of intellectual life, found a welcoming space in Stoicism. One notable example is the Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus, who advocated for the equal education of women and believed that they were equally capable of living virtuous lives. This inclusivity stemmed from the Stoic belief that all humans share in the divine spark of reason. Stoicism offered a path to virtue and fulfillment that transcended societal divisions. It embraced the idea of a shared humanity, where wisdom and virtue were the ultimate measures of a person's worth. Section 7. Stoicism in action: from emperors to slaves. Stoicism's appeal extended far beyond the bustling marketplace where Zeno first taught. Its principles resonated with people from all walks of life, from powerful emperors to enslaved people. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, embraced Stoicism as a guiding philosophy during his reign. His personal reflections, recorded in his meditations, offer a glimpse into the mind of a leader grappling with the immense responsibilities of power while striving to live a virtuous life. Epictetus, born into slavery, found liberation through Stoicism. His teachings, recorded by his student Arrian, emphasize the importance of inner freedom and acceptance of what lies beyond our control. Epictetus's own experiences of hardship and adversity lent a powerful authenticity to his words. He demonstrated that Stoicism was not a philosophy for the privileged few, but a practical guide for navigating the challenges of life regardless of one's circumstances. Section 8. The discipline of discomfort. Stoics believed that true strength is forged in the fires of adversity. They developed practical exercises designed to cultivate resilience and prepare themselves for life's inevitable challenges. One such practice is voluntary discomfort. This involves intentionally exposing oneself to discomfort or hardship in a controlled manner. This might involve fasting for a day, taking cold showers, or sleeping on the floor. By voluntarily embracing discomfort, Stoics aim to strengthen their minds and bodies. They learn to detach from material comforts and develop an inner fortitude that would serve them well in times of true hardship. Section 9. Modern Stoicism. In recent years, Stoicism has experienced a resurgence in popularity. Its timeless wisdom and practical tools have resonated with people seeking meaning and resilience in a world often characterized by uncertainty and rapid change. Modern Stoicism embraces the core principles of the ancient philosophy while adapting them to contemporary life. It offers a framework for navigating the challenges of the 21st century, from work-related stress to personal relationships, and finding meaning in a world saturated with information and distractions. Books, articles, podcasts, and online communities dedicated to Stoicism have flourished. People from all walks of life are discovering the power of this ancient philosophy to cultivate inner peace, navigate difficult emotions, and live a more intentional and fulfilling life. Section 10. Finding calm in the chaos. Stoicism provides a framework for finding calm in the chaos of daily life. Its emphasis on acceptance, the dichotomy of control, and living in accordance with nature offers a sense of grounding and perspective. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, our actions, our responses, we can let go of the anxiety and frustration that often arise from trying to control what we cannot. Stoicism encourages us to shift our focus from external validation to internal validation. It teaches us to derive our sense of self-worth from living virtuously and fulfilling our potential rather than seeking approval from others or material possessions. This shift in perspective can be profoundly liberating. Section 11. A philosophy for life. Stoicism is more than just a set of principles. It is a way of life. It is a philosophy that requires constant practice and self-reflection. It is about striving to live in accordance with nature, to cultivate virtue, and to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and courage. Stoicism does not promise an easy life, nor does it offer quick fixes or simplistic solutions. Instead, it offers a path to resilience, inner peace, and a life of meaning and purpose. It teaches us to embrace the good and the bad, the joys and the sorrows that are an inherent part of the human experience. In a world that often feels uncertain and unpredictable, Stoicism provides a timeless compass, guiding us towards a life of virtue, wisdom, and tranquility.